Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast. I'm your host, Mike Luke. This show is brought to you today by Little Caesars. Use that code LCFREECC. I don't know if the other one is activated yet. I apologize for that. Very annoying. But again, it is what it is. All right, now, we got a lot to get through this show. We're going to talk about Arizona, obviously, duh. We're going to talk about baseball, duh. We're going to talk some basketball. Some good stuff going on with Ivan. But first, Sheer, how was your trip? I saw you sending out Ben One White. How was it?
It was good. It was nice to get away. Utah. I was right to that Utah. Disneyland, a little crowded, but you know, it was nice. Nice to get away.
Yes.
I missed you. You know, there's only one day where you called me every 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I know. But you know what? That was actually a very important day. So there was a lot to get get to. Now, Kobe, it's your time for to come on. Kobe's been off. We've asked Kobe to come on a million different times, and he always comes up with an excuse. His newest one is that he doesn't have a computer. Well, okay.
That's so Gen Z, dude.
Dude, it really is, dude.
He doesn't have a computer.
Yeah, I mean, well, again, I have a computer because, I don't know. I don't get it. All right, now let's talk a little bit. We got Andre Veras coming on later. This guy thinks he's gonna charm us into endorsing him. No, not on our watch. But all right, Cody, you can put the main screen on now. All right. So first, Arizona baseball. That was a close one. That was a nail biter, Sheer.
Yeah, I mean, look, I told you North Carolina is really good. You gave me crap for it.
No. You lie. I gave you crap for lying.
Well, I totally forgot I said that, by the way.
Well, you lied either way.
Well, I totally forgot I said that. But yeah, I mean, North Carolina is really good. You have to basically be perfect to beat them or close to it. They've lost 13 games all year. Their pitcher's a bad dude. In the grand scheme of things, though, like they probably weren't going to beat this guy, even if they didn't allow 18 runs, right? So it's like, go out there and win tomorrow. And unfortunately, North Carolina has a really good pitcher tomorrow as well. But I mean, that's the one game doesn't lead to another, right?
I got a question. Is this Kronkowski guy not very good? Because I've watched him now 3 times, and every time it's either this or it's a situation where it's like a bases load, or like every inning is getting out of a bases loaded jam. And I was right. It was the last game. That was the guy that you and I were talking about. Where, yeah, it's like,
I mean,
yeah,
look, it's tough, Mike. Like his numbers this season aren't awful. He's not great. His splits are insane. I will say that. Like his ERA on the road is like 7 or something like that. So it's tough. And they were talking about it too on the broadcast. We're like, yeah, his splits are just completely different. And then boom, he's done. They don't have that shutdown ace that they've had in the past. And tomorrow they're going to pitch Raul, your boy Raul.
Raul Garcia or Garzarza or whatever his name is.
Yes. And you know, they're going to see like the difference with Arizona and a lot of teams in this regional or in the World Series or whatever, the super regionals, is that they have that ace pitcher. Like North Carolina has that ace pitcher. Now their 2 and 3 pitchers are really good too, but Arizona doesn't have that one guy that is like, oh crap, like that's the dude.
Yeah, and again, well, it was funny because like when I was watching the game, I was like, all right, man, here's all we need. We just need a grand slam and a 3-run homer, and we're right back in business.
And then I think they hit a home run literally like after that tweet.
Yeah, exactly. And then like right after the tweet, Kronkowski is fine, clearly, Kobe. So yeah, they hit like a grand slam like right after that. So I don't know. I'm still back in the A though. Here's what I'm saying. I think Arizona is going to win this next game. I'm calling my shot. Boom.
Tomorrow, UNC pitches a guy named Jason DeCaro. They're going to go with him. He has a 3.5 ERA, 9-3 on the season. He's good, but he's hittable. Like they could do that. So they got to get pitching. Because with Arizona, it's pretty clear. We've seen it before. I know their bats were on fire in that regional and in the Oregon regional, but that's not who they really are. If Arizona doesn't get pitching, they're done. That's just what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So again, all right. So we got Garcia or whatever it is coming on tomorrow. Garzar or what is it? Garza? What is it?
I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's Raul.
Raul. We're just gonna go with Raul. Raul Grahova.
Raul Garazar.
You're right. Yeah, the traditional.
You know where he's from. You know where he's from.
Burundi.
Close. Rio Rico.
Oh, by the way, yeah, I actually did know that. No, remember when I said that? Remember I brought the guy up? Or no, Kronkowski's from Saw Rita, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hey, did you see what list what country is on the banned list as well? Burundi.
Yeah. Bad news.
Yes,
Bad news.
yes, exactly. Now, OC Bodybuilders putting it very well. We got Spank still back in the A. You know how we roll around here. That is what we do. That is what we do. We're going to talk a little bit of Ivan. Ivan had some pretty good stuff that our guy Nick showed. Nick showed us there. All right, now UA choking in tournament play. I don't know if they're choked. I mean, I think they're just North Carolina just looked significantly better than them. But I guess you can go there as well. All right, so. Looking ahead, though, but we do have to. This is, I know you're a sly little devil, you. So, sure, you have to publicly say it, though. I know that it's off after Arizona losing 38-0. But my bad chip.
I said my bad
no,
chip.
I know, but only on Twitter, not on this
Mike,
show.
I mean, you can't make me say that now. Now it just looks silly.
No, you got to say my bad chip. You said you would say.
Chip. I said my bad chip on Twitter.
Yes. Okay. Well, yeah. All right. I just wanted you to say this now.
I said it, and I respect it. And I got people texting me today saying I should try to take it back.
No.
If they lose by 60 runs combined in a super regional, I won't do it. I'm a man of my word. I will say if they lose 18-2 tomorrow, not much to say at that point.
Well, no, I already won. I'm going to spike the football in your face.
Yeah. Weren't you arguing with me the other day? You're like, Arizona has momentum and UNC doesn't. So
no, I said that Arizona has momentum. And then, then it all went into the whole thing about you lying.
Do they have momentum now? How does this work?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You can't see the forest for the trees or whatever.
Momentum only takes you so far. It means nothing. Today, look, you went across the country. You're playing the fifth best team in the country who could absolutely win this thing. They're absolutely good enough to win the national championship. You're playing 9 a.m. their time or our time, whatever it is, 9 a.m. Yeah. I never thought Arizona was going to win today. Never.
No. Well, I mean,
tomorrow I think is winnable, and I think if they make it to Sunday, all bets are off.
Oh, yeah.
I was actually a little surprised that they kept in their pitcher. UNC let him pitch so many pitches today.
Oh, you got it. All right, now I want to talk about something where Sheer got absolutely emasculated on Twitter earlier today, and I think Sheer is now saying, "You take my nuts, I bring my nuts back." But first, we have a couple new sponsors. Let's have this one. Let's have this one up. This has been very.
Ben One White always tells me that.
Ben One White very excited about these new sponsors.
Yeah.
All right, now first Nova. All right, now. The biggest Nova. It is the biggest one going in the entire city. The biggest home loan thing that you've got. Ready to purchase or refinance your home? Take your shot with the Mooney team. Our guy, Zach Mooney. I like Zach Mooney. I've known Zach Mooney for about 10 to 15 years. Very involved in the community. And again, here's ready to purchase or refinance. Check it out. Nova AZ NovaAZLoans.com. And if you mention that you came here from there or came there from here, you're gonna get a little bit of stuff knocked off if you go through Nova. So again, check it out, Nova, and scan that QR code. That thing is awesome in the corner. Check it out. Boom. All right, now plumbing sponsor. This is something though that we've been working on for a long, long time. I have pooped twice today, and I think a big reason why is because I ate a whole Little Caesars last night. And the breadsticks that came with it. Use code word LCFREECC. I didn't need to use plumbing, but at the same time, though, our good pal Ben One White was very excited about this new plumbing sponsor as well. He told me from the beginning we need to get a plumbing sponsor. They also, here's the great thing about it as well. Sheer, they lay good pipe, and that is something that we have to be very, very clear about.
Yes. I actually thought about this sponsor earlier today. I was watching a trailer for a new Netflix documentary coming up, or like one of those specials. You remember years ago that cruise ship that died mid-sea?
Was that like the Explorer? Is that the?
It's not the thing that blew up. It was a full-out cruise ship, like a Carnival cruise ship or something.
Yeah, I vaguely. Is this something where we can make fun of Ben One White?
Yeah, the show is called The Poop Cruise. Because what happened was all the bathrooms shut down, clearly because they didn't have Foster Plumbing.
Well, they didn't have Foster Plumbing. They needed somebody to lay good pipe.
I thought of you, and I thought of Foster Plumbing, and I go, man, they had to go outside. It's like you got to see this trailer.
Send it to me. Oh, is this Oh, this is good. Is this? Oh, it's on Netflix. What's it called again?
It's called Poop Cruise.
Poop Cruise.
Yeah.
Poop Cruise. Let me write this down. I will watch this tonight. Poop Cruise.
I'm gonna send you the trailer. I don't think it's on yet. I don't think it's on Netflix, but you got to see this trailer.
All right, I will. This is very good because of the bathrooms. That's awesome. So did they just like go out in the ocean then?
Yeah. Well, okay. This is
how does
crazy.
that work?
So
you aim out into the ocean?
Is they handed out those? You know, like when you go to the doctor's office and they have the biohazard things.
Oh no!
They handed out red biohazard bags, and they told people to poop in that.
Into the bag? Why not just poop into the ocean?
It's how are you going to do that on a cruise ship? They're so big.
Well, you just got to aim and hope for the best.
And then the urine started like creeping up through the pipes into the ship.
Oh wow!
You got it. Yeah, it's great.
They didn't have Foster Plumbing. They needed to check that. Yeah, that is a big problem. Oh, hey, guess who's back in the chat? Javier. Funny that Javier only comes in after Arizona loses. Yeah, where you been, Javier?
Probably heard about the Poop Cruise.
Yeah, all right. Well, Foster Plumbing, check it out. All right, Shearer, you got annihilated on Twitter today. It was a tough day for you, but I think you're claiming victory, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So here's the thing with that. Okay. So my point, I worded it poorly. I completely
very, very poorly.
But what I was saying was, and I was right, you don't waste bullpen arms starting in the first inning of a game. It's a 3-game series, and I think Vance handled it well, where he put in guys that basically said, hey, look, pitch a couple innings. You're not going to strike out. You're probably going to let some runs up. We're not scoring 6 runs against this dude. Once that game was 5-1, I hate to say it to people, it was over. This dude doesn't allow 5 runs in a game. It doesn't happen. He's like one of the top 3 pitches in the country. So what I mean by you kind of take the L is that you're not going to come back. I know that's a horrible mentality to have. But like, for instance, you don't put in Casey Hintz and tell him to pitch 4 innings. Mm-hmm. That's stupid. It makes no sense. And they did it. So now they have their best bullpen pitchers tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, we shall see. All right. So that's kind of where I'm at. That AC-12 red biohazard bag. Interesting. All right. Now we had bases loaded. I will say this: Mike Luke, baseball coach. I would have sent that runner. In the I think that was the difference in the game right there. I would have sent that runner instead of having bases loaded because again at the same time then it was a double play. I saw that double play coming. I would have sent that person. You got to flex the outfielders. You got to do it.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have. That wasn't the difference in the game.
That was the difference in the game.
The Summerhill.
We could have gained. Yeah, Nick Arenas is right. We could have gained momentum.
Yeah, the Summerhill double play didn't help.
Right. All right. Yeah. Well, you're right. That didn't help. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. I don't know. I get what you're saying. I think the 18 runs is probably what cost Arizona the game.
Yes.
But I get it.
All right. So either way. All right. Now, let's get into a little bit of. We're going to haul again. Well, all right. So next game, new ball game. Here's the great thing about it: you can't take these runs with you. And so North Carolina, new game, baby.
That's why I don't care that they scored 21 runs. I know that sucks. It obviously sucks, but it doesn't do anything for tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't get to take those. Just like when people are like, you know what, I got to save all this money and stuff. You don't get to take it with you to heaven. So that's how about that for an analogy?
Yeah, that got real dark all of a sudden.
Yeah, it got really, that could have changed the trajectory. Nick Arenas. Mike Luke would have been a very good third base coach. I think that we can all agree on this.
Chip Hale's a third base coach. Thoughts?
My bad, Chip.
Oh, man, I killed you on that one. You didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't know it. I did know it. Of course I knew it.
Hale's a third base coach.
Of course I knew it.
Mike killing Chip Hale live on the show. Cody.
Yeah, this sucks though because Andre Veras said that he would that we would go to Omaha.
It's not over yet.
It's not over. Yeah, and again, I want to get Brian Jeffries seafood from the North Platte. It's awesome. All right. Either way, all
They're
right.
known for seafood over there, aren't they?
Who isn't? Yeah. Who isn't? Now, all right. Now let's talk a little bit about Arizona basketball because we are also a basketball school. We'll get back to a little baseball as well. Nick, our guy Nick, Shear, explain to us what Nick sent us because this is all good.
So basically, he sent us like performances against other guys that are some of the best, players in the country, and Ivan more than held his own. Ivan has held his own against a lot of very good basketball players, analytically, measurements, all that.
Okay. Yes. And is there a chance now? Like I said, where are we with Ivan? He's checking a lot of boxes. He's playing well. He's very well thought of. Again, I get that it's
you don't want to go too deep in those.
I know that's kind of where I'm at, but I also want to get excited at the same time.
Right.
So yeah, Hey, here's the deal. Talk me onto the ledge, but not off the ledge.
Right. Like I want to think he's good. I think he is probably good. The question is, how good do I?
Oh no! By the way, it's Yvonne. I apologize. It's Yvonne.
Right? Is it?
We've been calling him Ivan. We will not do that on this show.
Yeah, there's one thing we get right. It's names.
Yes, it is name. But one thing that we do take, I think, pride in is knowing the Arizona names at least, as opposed to some commentators that, 8 different times.
You said it. Talk to him, baby.
You said it, not me. Yeah, I'm cooking with fire, baby. Cooking with grease. All right, but no, he looks good. I mean, I am intrigued. I'm going to say it. Now, listen. With the Carter Bryant stuff, obviously, you wish you would have Carter Bryant back. You know, one thing I don't get though, I've seen multiple people now say that Carter Bryant's their favorite player ever at the U of A. How is that possible?
I've watched Carter for how many years?
Right, a long time.
A long time. I love Carter. How could you say he's your favorite player at the U of A? He spent 1 year and played like 15 minutes a game.
He spent 1 year and averaged 6 and 4. I don't get it.
What are we doing here? You know?
Yeah.
Guys that are doing that, they're doing it for for the clout, as the kids say.
The clout. Yeah, the clout.
I don't know if that makes sense, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, is that it? I've heard people say that of a term. Yeah, that they're clout chasers now. Or,
clout chasing.
Yeah,
come on. You didn't watch them and go, man, this 6 and 4 changed my life.
Well, right, and you also didn't look at it and say, "Holy moly, that's going to be like the best player ever." I mean, again,
think who my favorite player is in the modern, because obviously I don't have the long history where you'll tell me like some guy that I never saw in person or anything.
By the way,
I'd have to think, who's your favorite Wildcat of all time?
Me?
Yeah, is it like Bibby?
Probably JT.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, is that about the worst beatdown that's ever occurred on your board right now?
Yeah,
that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad, and they're just digging in. He just responded again. So, all right, Nick having Mike.
You made fun of him.
Yeah, he did. He said, and he just repeated the same. The same stuff that was not.
You know what I like about people that are argument, and you argue a lot, right?
I do.
But at the same time, you also know, like,
Andy Bryan, you always misspell Elliot's name. He's the GOAT. You put 2 T's on it. Come on. All right, go ahead.
Like, you know when to stake a step. Like, eventually, it's just over. The conversation is just over,
dude.
Right?
You've been annihilated.
You either lost or your point has been said so many times, no one cares anymore.
Correct. Right? But here's generally the deal, though. If everybody on there is saying that you got annihilated,
yes,
sooner or later you just got to say, yeah, all right, well, you know what, But that's also one of my biggest pet peeves, though, is that I don't understand. Listen. I say this respectfully, but you could keep repeating it, and it's still wrong. I have very few. Yeah. Did you put that? Oh, are you gonna put that? Yes. What? That. Hey, all of this stuff right here is a teaser to go sign up for Wildcat Authority. Go check it.
60% off.
60% off, my friend. 60% off. All right, now let's see here. Nick Arenas says it felt like Brennan kicking a field goal down 40. That was funny. All right, but Yvonne, he looks good. He looks good. He looks the part. Him and Aristode look the part. Like I said, the talent. I'll put it to you like this: ADO is the 3rd most talented small forward next year at the U of A. This is true.
Sorry, what was that? I was reading that post.
Isn't that amazing? He's just repeating the same stuff that's been proven wrong the entire time.
Yeah,
so it's
boy Sly just downvoted him. Okay, sorry. Yeah. I'm locked in now. What were you saying?
Yeah.
The ADO. You said ADO. I heard that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. All right. So ADO with our guy ADO. He's going to have his role now. Cody James Martin spent all week telling everybody that ADO is going to start and play 28 minutes a game.
That would surprise me based on what we've heard from people. I'm just mad.
What's that? Yeah. No, you should just ask. Say, hey, is he going? Although I don't think he's going to answer.
Anyway, yes. I would be surprised if he starts, but I also don't care. I don't care if he starts with Tommy.
Right.
We've seen how many years have we seen? It doesn't matter who starts with Tommy.
Correct.
It matters who finishes. We've seen guys start and then play 8 minutes in a game. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, this is so good. This is I can't even get over. I can't even get over this. This is so good. All right, yes, that's kind of where it's at. Now, I wanted to ask you a question then about where we should be going forward with. I talked about this yesterday a little bit with the great Rick Barents. Do you know, Mike? Do you know who Paul Heyman is? Yes, of course I know who Paul Heyman is. What do I need to know about Paul Heyman? What do you want to know about?
You know who Paul Heyman is?
Yeah, I know who Paul Heyman is. He's that baseball guy.
Nope, that's John Heyman. Paul Heyman is a wrestling. Paul Heyman is a wrestling guy.
Oh, I thought it was John. I thought that was the baseball guy.
John Heyman is the baseball guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was close enough. No, I don't know who he is. I don't like wrestling. All right. So, let's. Where are we at though? By the way, I'd like how J Mark thought that you were actually backing him in that argument. Did you see that one? Yeah, very good. All right. Here's where I'm at though, and I got this idea from Prim. I beat up Prim a lot on the show, but he's still.
Idea from me.
What's that?
You got this idea from me.
No. I got another idea. No, I got a different. No, I didn't get it.
The standard thing.
Yeah, but no, about something that I think where we should have expectations, where we shouldn't have expectations. That's where I'm
got it.
Okay, but let's get a couple reads in here first. Let's pay the bills, baby. Pay the bills. We got those pipes backed up. Come on. What do we got? All right. Now, there's a very funny video going around that it shows that that one boxing referee, the black guy that's always like going like this every time he's like somebody gets slapped in the face. And it said that's what it's like watching Musk and Trump go at it right now. But they were playing X Go Give It to You in the background, and that is what I was thinking as well. That was very, very funny. That guy is awesome. But again, as is Comfort X HVAC, my friend. First-time clients can get a free AZ12 shirt. It doesn't get any better than that. And again, our pal Tony Gimino saved $2K on it, and it actually brought a smile to his face. We like Tony Gimino, and we like bringing smiles. Their promise is our standard, or I don't know what that means. Just go to Comfort X HVAC. Residential and commercial HVAC expertise at affordable rates. Perfect track record. Built on trust for the long haul. Check it out. Boom. What else we got? Sheer.
Where are you?
Sheer. I don't see you anywhere.
Michael.
Sheer. Hey, oh, man. You're back. All right. Now look at these glasses right here. Look at these things. These St. Laurents. These things are awesome. And again, they make me look cool. But hey, sure, we got an even better deal thing going on right now. June deal, 50% off all non-prescription sunglasses. Perfect place to glow up. Optical options to fit all budgets, styles, preferences. Proud partner of Arizona Athletics. 4 locations for routine exams. Arizona Primary Eye Care. Sure, they made you look better.
It's hard to do. But yes, they have.
But yeah, you looked really good though. All right, now same-day visits, urgent visits, 520-322-2713. Perfect place to glow up. All right, here's where I'm at with the expectations for Arizona sports going forward. With basketball, we're talking the standards here. Standards, I want to be a top 10 program in the country. Yes. I think that's fair. I'm not one of these idiots that just say if it's Final Four, bust. Not one of those people. But we need to talk about the other 3 sports, and I don't care about swimming and diving. No offense, Twin Mama. I don't know anything about that. Softball, I'm ready to raise the white flag. And here's why I'm ready to raise the white flag. We had a really good run, but there's no money, and there's no local talent to pick from. That is a problem, and I think if you get a good player, just like you happened at Arizona this year, they're going to leave. I am prepared to throw in the towel on softball. I mean, I don't want to get rid of the program. I'm not saying that, but
I don't know. Throw in the towel?
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm just going to say I don't expect much national relevance. How about that?
Oh, I do. I disagree.
How? Why?
Why not?
Because all their players are leaving to get paid, and there's no local talent to pick from.
How could you say there's no local talent in the state of Arizona?
There's just not. I was looking at it. There's just not a ton of local talent. It's not like baseball.
You don't think there's a lot of local softball talent?
Not like baseball. You look it up, young man. You look it up. And they're all leaving as well. They're all leaving to get paid.
Just my license plate. Sorry, Aurora's asked me a question. No.
Yeah. Don't worry about his license plate. It's just going to get pulled over anyways. All right, but that's where I'm at. You do not have the.
I disagree with you.
All right.
There's plenty of high school girls.
Go ahead.
What year?
All right, go ahead. Well, the great girls from Tucson. Go ahead. And the Southern Arizona region. Go ahead.
So like Phoenix doesn't count?
All right, I'm just talking in Tucson. You already got a built-in advantage because there's a lot of kids that are Tucson players that are on this roster.
Well, so we're not counting the state of Arizona?
Well, you can count the state of Arizona. Go ahead.
But dude, they're signing classes all from Arizona.
Okay. And are they any of them any good?
I can't read. Dude, the Republic having you pay for stuff.
I know, it's such crap. I tried getting on Richard Obert's column the other day, and it made me pay, and I'm like, not paying, don't care that much.
Idiots.
I don't know. I don't.
Look, I don't know rankings. Do they even rank softball players?
Yeah, well, I mean,
but I know that the state of Arizona absolutely has enough girls to be good. 100%.
Yeah. All right. Well, you show me the next great local player that really made a difference here, and I'll listen to you. And don't go back to like Laura Espinoza or something like that in an account. But that's where I'm at. I disagree.
That's Dakota Kennedy from Arizona.
And she's leaving. That proves my point.
From Arizona. That doesn't mean that just because they're leaving.
That proves my point, though. She's leaving for greener pastures to get paid.
But she's from Arizona. You can't say there's no in-state talent.
Yeah, but they're all right. Well, fine. How about this? The in-state talent, it's all leaving.
They left. They're not all.
Yeah, they're all going to leave. Yes. Losing Altmaier is a cultural loss. I agree with that. I've thought that. But again,
there's
that's
plenty of good players in the state. That's not.
Wilbur's Big Burner. You are up in Phoenix right now. You tell us all Wilbur's Big Burner is a massive supporter of Arizona women's softball.
There are so many good softball players.
Not like baseball.
That's fine, but to say that there's not, I mean, I just gave you two.
Sure. This team, all right, do you think in the next 10 years that this team is going to be nationally relevant?
Is Arizona baseball nationally relevant?
Yes, it is.
Why?
Made a college World Series in 2021.
In 21. How many years ago was that?
Yeah, again, they made the postseason every year.
What?
We're in the Super Regional. We are knocking on the door of the College World Series.
Arizona baseball is no more nationally relevant than Arizona softball.
Yeah, no, it is. You're wrong. It's also got better players.
What does that mean? Who has better players?
He's got better players. There's more players like Mason One White.
Mike, the Arizona softball team has been to the College World Series more recently than the baseball team has.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah. Sorry.
The best, I'll put it to you like this. Here's the difference. The best baseball, watch your mouth, young man. The best baseball players are not leaving the team. Mason One White is not getting up and saying, hey, guess what? I'm from Tucson. I'm getting out of here. The best players are not leaving. Yet. Well, yeah, I mean, it's because he's going to get drafted. Duh.
Well, that's also different too, Mike. You just hurt your argument.
No, I helped my argument.
Baseball players make money professionally. Softball players.
No, I'm talking about players that leave for other programs like Kennedy.
Yes, Mike, you're not. You're hurting. You're hurting.
No, I'm helping my argument. No, you sound like J-Mark right now.
No, let me explain to you why. You are not getting paid in professional softball. So who
are you to assume that?
When let's just pick a player. When the Texas Tech pitcher is at Stanford dominating, right? Mm-hmm. And then Texas Tech says, hey, we're going to offer you $1 million. Is that a Stanford cultural problem? Or is that, hey, we're going to offer you $1 million?
Yeah, well, that's not I never said it was a cultural problem. I said it was
in baseball, if you're good enough, in a year, you're making millions of dollars anyway. You're playing professionally.
I don't know. You guys
softball,
are all...
you better get paid now. Because there's no professional softball.
Oh, by the way, everybody in the chat disagreed with you guys about Izzy Pacheco.
You're getting killed right now.
No, you got killed.
Softball is considerably more nationally relevant than baseball.
No way. No chance. You don't lose. Baseball's not losing its best players.
First of all, the season's not over yet. Second of all, what does that have to do with anything?
Because again, softball. These are supposed to be players that are supposed to.
You win the national championship and a player transfers. You're not so. Denzel Aberdeen transferred from Florida. Are they relevant?
Yeah, they just won the national championship.
Well, but they're one of their best players just left.
Well, it's a little bit different if you win a national championship.
softball has made it as far as baseball.
No. You're wrong.
In recent memory?
All of
Absolutely.
this you are wrong on, my friend. All of this you are wrong on.
Still-
Oh, and you also got both of you
softball-
guys got killed. Cody got killed yesterday too for doing that Izzy Pacheco thing that she should have just been kicked out of the program. Cody got destroyed. Nobody agreed with them
That's not even her name.
or whatever it is.
Izzy Pacheco.
No, but Cody got annihilated in that.
Pacheco.
Arizona softball has made it to the College World Series with its current coach.
Yeah, but then I don't care.
Kalen Lowe has had more success at Arizona than Chip Hale.
Hey, by the way, there is professional softball. Oh, yeah, you're wrong.
You get paid $9 an hour, dude.
What?
You get paid like $9 an hour. How much do professional softball players make?
Who gets paid more, Glenn or a professional softball player?
It's close.
I think a professional softball player, but yes.
40,000 a season.
30,000 a season?
40,000.
They get 40,000 a season?
Yep.
That's hey.
That's more than you probably
Don't
thought.
act like you didn't. Don't act like you're not surprised by that. I am a little surprised by that. But all right. Okay. So, yeah, BCAT, I am right.
I don't like the wording "waving the white flag."
All
Do I
right,
think
fine.
Do I think that there needs to be stuff fixed? Yes, they have no NIL, none. But that can be addressed.
How about this? I'm going to put it I'm going to put the flag at half mast.
Are we mourning? What are we mourning?
We're mourning.
What?
We're mourning the
someone
death
die?
of Arizona
Oh
softball.
my God! First you went from waving the white flag to now you're mourning the death of Arizona.
yes, we're putting it
Wow.
at half step. Outside of the White House, we have it at half
Real-
step.
Yeah, real heavy, real fast.
Yeah. All right, now let's Mike, where's the closest pro softball team?
That's easy. U of A, baby.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We're the 33rd
They're pros
team to
now.
quote
They make
Jed
money.
Fish.
We're
Yeah.
the 33rd pro
Yeah, we're the
team.
33rd pro team. All right. Now, all right. So, now let's get on to the let's pay a few bills. I've got a thought though on something else we need to address. Back the chip, baby. First of all, back the chip. But first of all, back Green Valley Decorative Rock. First, that is the thing that we need to back. Now, I saw this. By the way, I saw a rival moving around here. Yeah, we're gonna get to Andre next. Settle down, Jimmy. But I saw a rival moving around here the other day from Green Valley Decorative Rock, and I badly wanted to put on their truck, go to Green Valley to find this product because.
You should have.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to get beat up or something. And I don't want really any of this. So anyway, Green Valley Decorative Rock, we're pushing back against the naysayers. We are now on the offense. And again, that is why we are what we are. This is why the community is what it is. Green Valley Rock AZ. Back the rock, baby. Get in on the rock. Rock. All right, what else we got? Hey, you might have actually, Cody, you might want to wait until he's on to actually get us read. This would be kind of common sense, but, all right, Arizona.
He's here already. I assumed you were going to go with him next.
We'd want to have him on the screen as we were doing it, though. It's okay, Cody. It's okay. Now, so owned by
local.
local.
For one day, and look what happens.
Look at this, but this lady has not moved, and that tongue remains intact. That's a big thing. Now, she's also thinking, gosh, that Burundi option is not an option anymore. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Guess what? TucsonImplants.com. You stay right in that seat, young lady, and they will get you that 1997 championship package. Boom! TucsonImplants.com, TucsonTeeth.com. Land the man with the master plan. Daily urgent care Monday through Friday. You know what's funny? Every time I see it says Daily Urgent Care MF, I'm always thinking about Daily Urgent Care mother effer. But no. But I got to get my mind out of the gutter. Either way, this woman very happy. All right, now let's joined by the man that is all kinds of. He's a very good person, but he's also somewhat sinister at the same time. He's trying to do things that we know. Hey, yeah, Adam. Thanks, Cody. That we know that he probably shouldn't do. He is coming to us live from Kauai? Where are you, Andre Barris?
I'm in Tucson. I just have a background. I just have a virtual background.
Live from the beach. Wow.
Yeah, because my wall isn't as exciting as your guys' is. It's just a blank white wall.
He's just looking for someone to endorse him, Mike, on the island.
Yeah, well, dude. Yeah, I was gonna say you're searching far and wide, and you're not finding anything, are you, for endorsements?
Yeah, no, I'm struggling there. I need you guys' help.
Yeah. Now, hey, did Joseph ever get back to you?
No, come on, Joseph.
Putz.
What the heck?
Can we endorse the background? Sure, but we're not going to endorse Andre Veras. We're not going to endorse the substance that is Andre Veras. All right, Andre.
What's up, guys?
All right, we got topics that Andre wants to discuss.
Well,
what do we got, Andre? Where are we going first?
Jason, welcome back.
Thank you.
On behalf of all Arizona fans, thank you for going out of town. It was about time you got some news.
Yeah, never fails.
So, I'm thinking about starting a GoFundMe page. So maybe you go on vacation as soon as the season ends next year for like a month, so we can get some news.
Never fails.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Sheer leaves, and all of a sudden we got commitments.
Yeah, man. Ben one, wait.
Back to K, baby. All right. Where are we going first, Andre Veras? What are we talking about? What does Andre want to talk about?
So I've got a recruiting question. It's more like team building, build-out philosophy for Tommy moving forward. So you guys have been saying for a while that it seems like Tommy is going to hit high school recruiting pretty hard moving forward. Does that at all concern you? Because it seems like in today's day and game, you need experience with maybe a recruit or two sprinkled in. Just looking at the last few Final Fours, it's been a lot of experience, excluding Cooper Flag.
Yeah. No, you know what? I think you got. I think you got to marry. I know that question was for Sheer, but I'm going to go first.
No, it's for both of you.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot my wad first. Mike. Okay, but yeah. Okay. I'm going to shoot my wad first. Get out of the way, Sheer. This is not the room you want to be in.
What?
I am going to say that I like it. Because again, I like getting more talented players. At the same time, though, you got to be realistic. But I think you have to be able to you got to continue to get the transfer portal guys like the Keyshaws, like the Pellas. I'm fine if you don't get the Donovan Dents of the world or whoever it is. I'm fine with that. I don't need $3 million for some guy to come in there. I actually like it. Sheer, what say you?
I like balance. I just think it needs to be balanced. Like, I don't want a class of 6 high school kids and that's it, right? If you get, like, let's say they land a big class this upcoming cycle and it's 5 high school kids, that's fine. But you need to go add 2 or 3 transfers. Like, I don't want to start, I know Arizona's possibly going to start 3 freshmen this upcoming year, but they still have older guys. I don't want to see a situation where it's just a bunch of young dudes playing and relying on them for everything. It's why I've told Mike, like, go get a transfer portal point guard. I don't want to, unless the guy's unbelievable, I don't want a freshman point guard with his backup being a freshman point guard. Like, that won't work for me. But I don't mind the strategy at all as long as there's balance.
Well, and I get that it's a year away, but that's what worries me about 2026, right? I mean, you're talking about what, bringing in 5 or 6 high school dudes, and
don't worry about it, Andre. Guess what? We're endorsing the strategy.
Okay. Well, it got me thinking. It got me.
Sorry, to me that's unique because they're losing like their entire team. That's just a unique situation where it's almost hard to balance because it's like, what do you do in that?
But let me challenge you, young bucks, a little bit here. Although sure you're older than us. But let me challenge you guys.
Am I older than both of you guys? Jeez.
I mean, you got a mirror. I mean, come on. I mean, you're.
You know how many miles I walked? My phone told me. You know how many miles I walked Wednesday?
No, how much?
12 miles.
Wow. Well, you couldn't even walk from university to my house without saying your back.
No, my back is killing me though. I proved you wrong in Seattle. I was fine.
You did. You walked better in Seattle.
Yeah, my back was,
All right, here's where I'm at with that. Though. You got to remember though, Andre Veras, that you're going to have guys like coming back like C.D. Gay. You could have Mabel coming back. You could have Yvonne Veras. You could have Dwayne Aristode. You could have some guys coming back as well, my friends. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Andre Veras not moved by this.
No. Again, just looking at the last, and again, maybe this is just a COVID 5th year thing, going to start to go away thing. But with NIL, it seems like the last couple of Final Four teams have been nothing but, juniors and seniors and fifth-year seniors. So trotting out a team with nothing but freshmen and sophomores,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's the part that worries me. And it makes me think, I'm like, okay, maybe, yeah, like Jason said, we are replacing a ton of players off next year's team. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe it's because Arizona is loaded with high school talent.
So would you
Tommy
like?
has to do it.
Would you like? So you would like to see more of the elite level transfer portal guys? You would like to see more of them, basically coming over here to the U of A, but to back the A.
No, I like the idea of, what I like about this coming season is.
Oh, see, Bodybuilders agrees with you, by the way.
We have. Is Rage in the chat yet?
No, Rage is still running from us.
You gotta pay up, Rage. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
I will at least pay up, Rage. Come on.
Yeah.
Assuming Arizona goes 2-0 the next 2 days.
I don't feel good about that one now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not holding my breath on that one.
Right.
I don't know, man. I like the balance idea of bringing in a couple transfers, bringing in a couple high school recruits, and ideally, quote unquote, like keeping a couple kids around keeping them around for a couple years. So, kind of like this year, like we've had Jaden for a few years. We've had Toby for a couple years. We're gonna have Mo for a couple years. The idea of completely replacing the roster makes me, and maybe that's just a one-off event because of how much we're going to be losing this year. Ideally, we have a couple players returning for their second or third year, bring in a transfer or two, maybe sprinkle in 2 or 3 high school recruits and call it a day.
Yeah, Sheer, I don't hate that point. I think they're going to do that. I think they are going to bring in a transfer portal point guard, though.
Yeah, I do too. I think they have to. I really do.
Right. Again, so let me ask you. So, Andre, and I'm not beating up you, obviously, but so many people.
You're good.
Yeah, I'll beat you up if I want to, but I'm not going to beat you up. But a lot of people were complaining, where are the 5 stars? Where are this and that? And now we got all these 5 stars, and people are asking about, well, we want portal guys as well. The thing about it too that I think is a little bit underrated is that Tommy, when he's gotten portal guys, they've turned into be pretty darn good college players. From Umar Ballo, leader of men, Keshad, Caleb Love. Keep on going on down the line. When he gets a transfer portal guy, they generally nails it.
Yeah. Well, and that got me thinking, hey, okay, maybe 2026 is going to be a little different because of all the in-state talent. Like Tommy almost has to bring in as much in-state talent because we're Arizona. He doesn't want to pull a Ben Howland or a Cronin,
Right. I would agree with that. But I also think, though, that there's a power vacuum. I think that if you're Arizona, you got to strike, though, right now. You got to strike because, again, you can get some of these LA. Yeah, strike while the iron's hot. Yeah, let's say.
Well, but I have no problem with duh. I mean, we're bringing in 2 top 10 players in Koa and Braden. I think they fill 2 immediate needs. I love the idea of Dwayne and what his talent could possibly bring. And Yvonne, I mean, you guys are just talking about it. So we didn't really. I mean, we brought in 1 transfer. I forgot the 2 big guys, but we bring in 1 transfer guy. But I like the 3 players that we're returning with with Jaden, Tobe, and I'm with you, Mike, on Mo. I'm a believer in Tommy and big man. It wasn't until this year with because of Henry, but I'm very curious to see what Mo can bring. So,
yep, let's pay a couple bills. I want to get back to this. It's an interesting topic. What do we got? Yeah, let's pay some bills though, but let's have Longview come up first. Yeah, nice try, Andre Veras. Nice try.
Why you don't want to read this,
Andre Veras? You read it because we are not going to do your dirty work for us.
Well, I'm not going to bore everyone by reading it word for word, but as a local financial planner here, I help clients, grow and preserve their wealth. And for most of the people that we work with, they have a goal in mind, and that's to retire someday, whether it's 30 years from now or maybe in a year or 2. And so that's where I help clients, mainly in Arizona, but all around the country. So if you just left a job or something like that, give me a call.
All right, now let me ask you this then.
Go ahead.
Why do you keep trying to get us to endorse you with these little feeble tricks that we know that you're up to? Not doing it.
I don't know, man.
Ojos Locos trying to get us liquored up.
Hey, I just want to take you guys to lunch, man. Whether it's Ojos Locos or Baggins or Little Caesars, or
Yeah,
RJ's.
we should do
Or
it. Sure.
Ojos Locos.
Yeah, sure. No, it's very good. True. Now let's see here. Nick Arena says it's true. It's true that Andre was going to. I got my Duolingo update. It's true. Andre was going to allow my words in a super chat supplied by myself. Stand up guy. Yes, very, very good. I want
and no, Dick Wilson. If I'm going to help Arizona get more NIL, I want it all going to Arizona basketball. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, I think if you were, I like that. Yes, come on, yes, we all agree. Everybody out there, if you're wondering to yourself, who should I donate to? Arizona basketball, you should do that. All right, now Longview. All right, what else we got here? Talk to me. It's just me.
Merch.
All right, this could be you. It's not, though, but it could be you. This guy. This guy right here. You mess with the paw, you get the glove. That shirt right there, or AZ12 Prep. That is going to be big. Kobe L. Thiel has not ordered any merch. He should order merch. I mean, all that money you're spending on not having a computer, why don't you go ahead and get some of this merch? So again,
Kobe's got to get a laptop first. Come on, Kobe.
Yeah, exactly. So that's, yes, exactly. AZ12 Podcast, fourthwall.com. Check it out. Boom. All right, AZ12 Prep. That looks good. That looks so good. All right, what do we got, Cody? All right, Bridge Tech Communications. All right, now go to the gym. Sure, did you go to a gym while you were there?
Oh, I did not.
All right, yeah. But there were probably gyms that you saw, and it's probably because they're with Bridge Tech Communications.
Right. If I needed to, it would have been all Bridge Tech.
Yes, exactly. So they promote 100-plus health entities. Hey, Andre, in your line of work, is 750% average ROI good or bad?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yes. All right. So it's very good. Check out Bridge Tech Communications. Get in there. Our guy Tony will help you out. Boom. All right. Now Nick Arena says Kobe and Joseph both don't have laptop. Correct. Yeah. Weird. That's definitely a Gen Z thing.
Oh yeah, that's weird. I
would have to assume. All right, Andre. What do you got? What do you
anything you need to do nowadays, you can do on your phone.
Well, clearly Kobe. No, you can't. Clearly
you
can't. Yeah, clearly Kobe can't, because that's always the reason he uses for not coming on the show, that he doesn't have a computer. So, yeah, is what it is. All right, now,
let's put a bow on like recruiting for a second. Like, what is your guys' ideal class for 2026? Williams, Holmes, Alozie. I'm sorry.
All right, Williams, Holmes. Now. Shearer has come around. Shearer's come around. He doesn't want to slow play Williams anymore, so that's good. But again, Williams, Holmes, Alozie, Mason McGee, and a transfer portal point guard.
That's fine with me. I can live with that.
And that's assuming we only lose. I mean, we bring back Dwayne. Yvonne.
I'm going to assume we bring back Dwayne, Yvonne, and the two Africans. Yeah. I don't know if we bring back Mo. I could see him going back to the soup based countries.
Wow.
No, it is. That's there's a lot of. I didn't realize that there's a lot of cold soup countries, not just in like Eastern Europe and Asia. Like a guy put on there, he's like, there are like a ton of cold soup countries that I didn't even know about. So there's that. All right, now let's see here. Angel Antonio Chavez. Here's what he says: Kobe has laptop, but it's probably commandeered with porn pop-ups. So I could get why he wouldn't do that.
That's a good point.
Angel Antonio Chavez, I cannot disagree with that. That is probably why he's like getting his like Pornhub alert as he's like coming on the show. Your membership is about to expire. Please.
Hey, okay. I like this fit for expedition comments. Like, we need a Mike Luke bobblehead.
Oh, Mike Luke bobblehead.
Of you like doing Ben White.
Yeah, Ben White. Yeah, and it's got like a gas zipper or something that comes out as well. No, it'd be awesome. Yeah,
gas zipper.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So, all right, now what do you got, Andre? Talk to us, man. Talk to us.
You guys want to do a draft?
Sure. What do we got?
Well, I was going to go a route, but with Arizona getting their butts kicked today, I was thinking most for basketball. I mean, I want football to do well, but basketball, man. Most memorable wins in basketball history, and you can't choose 97. You can't choose a championship win. Cody, can you bring up a draft board? You know what I'm talking about? Most memorable wins in Arizona basketball history.
Give me a second.
Okay,
and
yeah.
you can choose, obviously, the Kentucky win.
All right, yeah, all right. So we
That
just
odds-
can't.
that odds go number one overall.
We can't just say anything from the championship run. Then how about that?
Yeah, because that can. I mean, I think that Kansas win's way more impressive than the North Carolina win.
Yeah, but again, they're all just going to be from that. Then I say, I say we strike that from the record, Andre Veras. We strike it from the record. Yeah, that's where I'm going to go. Kobe L feels like, yeah, I don't know any of these teams you're about to talk about. Kobe literally admitted in the chat right now. I can't believe this. That is why he won't come on the show. He says, "Why do you keep telling people that?" Because it's true. We are beacons of light. Here's the thing on this show: we are looking to shine a light on the unsavory aspects of the generation. And Kobe L Thiel, unfortunately, heavy is the cross that bears the nail, or what is that? Heavy is the nail that lay.
Yes, Mike.
No, that's not it.
Idea.
Heavy is the crown that.
Heavy is the crown. Wears it.
That wears the cross.
Yep. Heavy
That's not right.
bears.
Andre Veras, you're smarter than us. You make more money than we'll ever see. What is this? Heavy is the.
I have no idea.
What is that term? Oh, heavy. Angel Antonio Chavez. Double AC. Oh, that's
Best
great.
name here.
Yeah. Oh, it is best name. Oh, one guy just told me, he's like, it's just a normal Hispanic name. Well, if it's just a normal Hispanic name, that's not true because that name is awesome. And again, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Yeah. I don't know where that came from, but what I was saying, but it didn't make any sense, I don't think. All right, so we got a draft going. Andre Veras, you go first because, again, you go first. You have the first pick. This is the Longview Insurance and Investments draft, baby.
Yeah. So for me, just because I always witnessed it live in Los Angeles, it's got to be beating Duke in the Sweet 16.
Ah, yes, that was a very good one. You know, that was one of the coolest Charles Barkley moments I've ever seen because he said before the game, he says, I just don't think Duke has the horses to keep with Arizona. And then, like, Arizona's down like 7 at the half or something. And they're like, yeah, you still think that? And he's like, yeah, I think that. And then they, like, blew him out. That was awesome. That's a good one. That is a good one.
Well, it was so fun. Like, because for those of you guys don't know, I mean, like, I was in the U of A marching band and the basketball band. And so just being there, so I got to travel on the tournaments and all that stuff. And so just being in that atmosphere was just incredible, electric, and just, oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. So yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah. No, all right. Now, what do you got, Sheer?
I was thinking like performances over games in a lot of ways, like what performances stick out. And I was I was a sophomore in 2003 at Kansas, the Salim game. When they're down 20 and Salim goes nuts and they win that
very
game.
Strong one. I like that one.
Thank you.
Lot.
Thank you, Michael.
That's very, very good. Very, very good.
Do you want me to help you? I know you have a bad memory.
I know what I'm going with. I'm going with
Dylan Anderson's first game.
Dylan Anderson's first game, the birth of the legend. But no, I am going with Arizona destroying Michigan State in the Final Four in 2001. Before your guys' time, I get it. But at the same time, though, that was one of the most Tom Izzo is still licking the floor after after what happened to him. That was a big one. Arizona over Michigan State 2001. I think the final score was 81-63 if I'm not mistaken. So again, there it is. My win better than your win. Go ahead.
Yeah, and Mike, by the way, I think I'm pretty sure you and I are the same age, but yeah, okay.
Whatever.
Youngins, but okay, I'll take it.
You young bucks.
So right. I'm gonna steal Jason's like throwing in a performance in there, even though it resulted in a loss. It was the DeAndre Ayton game versus Oregon right after the FBI tap, right after the whole military.
Oh, he had like 85 points in the first 2 minutes.
Oh my God! I mean, he was just like he was a man. I was like, man, why couldn't he done this all season long? But that was one of the most impressive performances that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
as an Arizona player, as an Arizona fan. So, and basically excluding most of the '90s. So that was remarkable.
Dana Altman owned Sean though.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't give a crap about that. Yeah. I know. Sorry, guys.
We will not endorse that. We will not endorse that.
Well, I mean, but like Ayton I don't remember Ayton's stats, but like he just absolutely dominated that game. And what was almost a 30-20.
And they had a bunch of little fellas trying to just knee him in the back and stuff. Who was that lefty shooting guard that they had from that I thought was going to be good? He turned out to suck. He was from New Mexico, and he was guarding him during the game or something.
Ayton had 28, 18, and 4.
Yeah, so almost a 30-20 game. I mean, that was that was on the heel. That was the day after the whole, the famous Mark Schlabel.
Yeah, that Oregon team: Troy Brown, Paul White, McIntosh, Peyton Pritchard, and Elijah Brown.
Elijah Brown, that was the guy. I remember they were trying.
Elijah Brown had 17 free throw attempts that game.
Yeah, he was trying to Andy was guarding Ayton. He was trying to elbow him in the back and stuff.
Yeah.
But Dennis Walsh, that was the problem with Ayton. You're completely right. Dennis Walsh dominated the first half and completely folded in the second half.
Yeah.
No, not good. Not good. All right. Now, Sheer, what do you got?
I'm going back to the good old days again, Mike. I just got
2013.
2002. You know what game I'm going with?
No, I don't know. What do you got?
Home game in 2002. Arizona getting annihilated by UCLA. And then in the last 5 minutes, they go nuts and outscore them by 30 and wind up winning by 10. I think it's the only time that they ever rushed the floor since I remember. It was in January of 2002.
January.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
UCLA was up. It was with Gardner, Walton, Fry, right? They all went nuts. UCLA led by 20.
No, that could not have been. Michael Wright was not on that team.
Not Mike. Who said Michael Wright?
You said Michael Wright.
Gardner, Walton, Fry, Anderson, and Salim.
You said Wright.
That was they were down. I remember that game. They were down 20 with 10 minutes to go, and then UCLA scored 10 points the rest of the game.
Yeah, all right. I'll allow it. Now, one that I never saw, but one that I like looking at though. You guys will like this. This is for you, B-Cat, and this is for you, Dennis Walsh. 1988, Arizona, North Carolina in the Elite Eight. Arizona smacks North Carolina to get to the Final Four, and Tom Tolbert has a monster game. J.R. Reed is still licking the floor with Tom Izzo. That was a big one. Arizona destroyed them. They were the favorites to win the national title going into that Final Four, and womp, 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 womp. That's where I'm going with that one, though.
You said licking Tom Izzo twice now, by the way.
No, I said he's with Tom Izzo licking the floor.
You said you want to lick Tom Izzo.
I never said that. You said Michael Wright.
You wanted to lick him.
Man, I got a zit right here, and you never get the zit that it hurts? You're like, man, dude, if I pop this, will my face emerge, or will my tongue fall? Oh, yeah. Either way, it hurts. All right, now, Andre Veras, you're back up.
Yeah, that sounds like a sponsorship coming up.
Yeah,
right.
Zit Control. Zit Patrol.
Yeah. So, going off the theme of games that I've attended, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up between the Washington home game with the D-Well block. That first whiteout game, that atmosphere was just absolutely electric, and my ears were ringing. And of course, the Florida game too, right?
That was an awesome one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I mean, those two are the loudest I've heard.
You sounded like a razor right there. You're like,
yeah, sorry.
I liked it. No, it's good. It's good.
I
liked
stutter.
it.
Sorry. So I haven't heard McHale that loud in a long time.
That was what, the Kenny Boynton team?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it.
I remember one of the games earlier this year. I was talking to three of you at the U of A games. When was the last time you heard McHale that? That was when Duke came to town, and Brian Peterson was with us, and we were talking about the Florida game or even the Washington game. So it's been a while since.
Oh, that was a good one.
That loud. So I'll go with Washington.
After you just said Florida, you're going with Washington.
Oh no, I was saying it's a toss up between those two.
I see it.
I'll stick with Washington with Derek Williams' block.
All right, what do you got, Sheer? What do you got?
I gotta get in my.
I like Andre. Andre's got a good list.
I only got one left, so I'm gonna get in my shot at ASU, Mike.
Oh yeah, nice.
Remember years ago when ASU was good to start the season? They were like
Yep.
third in the country.
Oh, is this when Guard? Oh yeah, when they had like
baby.
Trey Holder and
Yeah,
all.
and like it was in
Yes.
2017, and they were hot stuff. They were undefeated. They were third, and then
Yeah.
Arizona whooped them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's a very good one.
That was
Hey,
good.
wasn't that like Shannon Aldridge, Cody Justice, and
Trey Holder.
who's the other? Trey Holder?
Yeah, they ran into Aiton and Trier.
Yeah. You said then
I'm
that was
looking at that starting five for ASU. No, it was Romello White,
all right.
Mickey Mitchell,
Oh, Mickey Mitchell, my guy from Dallas.
Cody Justice, Trey Holder, and Shannon Evans with Remy Martin off the bench.
That's actually for ASU. That's a good team.
yeah, that's a good.
That's
team.
a really good team. And Arizona says no.
And Arizona had the dominant PJC, the dominant Aiton. Aiton went for 23 and 19 that game.
What did the dominant PJC? That was good.
5 points and 6 assists.
Oh gosh, yeah. But he
outplaying Shannon Evans.
But he controlled the
He controlled
the
the
game.
game. All he did was win.
Hey, what's the biggest mismatch not in Arizona's favor you've ever seen? I don't know why, but I just thought about this. That Arizona Louisville game.
Yeah, by far.
Oh,
Yeah, easily.
that would be like that'd be like if like
I always remember that game, Mike, because we were putting together the crib for Aurora, and we
Right.
brought someone over to help because I was like, I'm not watching. There's a really good basketball game. And like 3 minutes of the game, I was already helping.
you're like, all right, where's the crib?
Yeah, I'm good now. We're done.
Oh, that was not good. That was very, very bad.
Well, and your boy up in Phoenix, Kyle Dodd, tells a story about like, oh yeah, we might actually beat Arizona in McHale, and then he walks by DeAndre Ayton in the hallway. He goes, yeah, we've got no chance.
Yeah, no,
One of his favorite Kyle Dodd stories.
he was the what was the Tin Man? He had all the stuff but no heart. Get it?
Mayo.
That was good. Yeah,
That was good, actually.
the Tin Man. Hey, what was the Tin Man from? Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think it's from Creed.
That was really, really good on my part. I very much like myself. Okay, now let's see here. Where am I going to go next? So many delicious items.
I'm gonna help you. You might need help. I'm an expert.
Yeah, I know you're really good. You're a really good one. I am going to go Arizona beating Gonzaga in the Sweet 16 to get to the Elite Eight and lose to Kansas. The Tommy Gun was on that team, or the Tommy. And again, Blake Stepp missed like an 8-footer bank shot to win the game. I think it was
8 inches. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 96-95. Arizona moves on and then they lose. That game just came into my mind. I don't know why. I'm going with that one.
No, well, double overtime, right?
Yeah.
It was double or triple. I mean, that was
Yeah, it was like double overtime. Yeah, it was like a
crazy
Sweet
game.
16 game.
No.
That game was awesome.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, yeah.
Now, Andre, you know what? We're not going to endorse you, but we're going to give you the win. How about that?
That's all. It's all good, guys. It's all good, fellas.
Arizona Duke, 8 in Oregon, and D will block him. Oh, that's actually a fairly scrumptious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Washington game. Another game that is obviously very memorable. That's recent. Was Arizona going to Duke? Nobody gave us a shot, and just beating Duke. Last year, 2 years ago.
Right. Yeah. That was pretty.
That's another big one.
That was a pretty cool one. Yeah. That was a good one.
Kadeem Allen versus Michigan State. Remember that one?
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kadeem, yeah.
Motherfucker Stanford. Ooh, I'm on fire right now, Mike.
What's that?
Arizona
Momo
beat
versus Stanford. Remember that one?
I do. Oh,
Yeah, the another memorable game is obviously Arizona Oklahoma State. In the Sweet 16.
Hey, your gambling buddy, Devin McBride said, "Is it too recent to mention the Caleb Love shot for Iowa?" That was a pretty cool game.
Yeah,
One that you guys haven't mentioned is Arizona Houston with the Chase Buttinger game.
Oh, or he gets stomped in the face. Yeah, he gets curb stomped by what was that guy's name?
Aubrey Coleman.
Aubrey Coleman. Yeah, that guy sucked. But yeah, Chase. I felt bad for Chase. Ow. Ow, it hurt.
that's the only time you can say that about Chase. I feel bad for Chase.
Yeah, that's a good point. That is.
Otherwise, he's probably winning off in life.
He probably is. Well, he should. He should. All right, let's get a couple reads in here. What do we say? Come on, Cody. What do we got? Boom. What do we got? Look at Dennis Walsh in here. Let's see here. Baggins. Guess what? I got gift cards to Baggins. I am very excited about it. Very excited. 4 $25 gift cards. I will be going to Baggins. Every sandwich comes with a cookie. Locally owned and operated. All food made in-house. Use code AZ12 for 15% off. Everybody, real-time Baggins. We need real-timed Baggins. Check it out. Sheer, now that you're back, you need to get back to Baggins right now.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, check it out. Baggins.
Thank you for your advice.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I'm just trying to help. Somebody's got to do it. Oh, RJ's Frozen Cactus. Now, hey, that is actually a place that we could go, Andre Veras, if you're looking to get us liquored up. So, again, no bad seats in the house. And guess what? We got if we carpool, big parking lot. Big parking lot right there. Very good food, very tasty, delectable items as well. 100-plus craft beers, $2 deals. Pre-game at RJ's, then ride share to the game. No bad seats in the house. RJ's, check it out. Boom. Is that it, Cody?
Cody's gone.
That's it.
All right, yeah. Also, everybody go to Little Caesars. Use this code, LCFREECC.
Mike, if Arizona wins, are we doing a 20-minute show tomorrow?
Yeah, we will. If Arizona wins, we will do a show tomorrow. We will do our due service. We will absolutely do a show.
Do like a 20-minute post-game show.
Yeah, exactly. Andre, where can they find you doing your work again? Because we're not going to tell them.
As I said, I don't have a Twitter.
You do have a Twitter. You're a liar.
That was I established that Twitter for an unfortunate situation to help out the Shears, but
right.
No, just check me out at longviewii.com is where you can find me.
Awesome. We very much like Andre Veras, and to be very clear about something, since we have you on the show, I discovered you, Andre Veras. I discovered Andre Veras. You
did discover me. So, and I just gotta say, I'm going a little off script here for a minute.
No, we don't do that on this show.
I know, right? Never. It's been so fun, watching you grow since your 1290 days, man. Like,
well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I've known you. I know I'm gonna make you cry, right? I've known you for a few years back from when you were supporting Kevin and
Kevin and Rob and Glenn. Yeah.
Well,
you used to bring us alcohol, and Kevin would take all of it.
I know, what a jerk, man. So and then I started bringing you milk and chocolate milk and all that stuff. But it's watching you grow and transition. I'm just incredibly proud of how far you've come and what you've grown to. Well, and I'm here to support you and keep up the great work. Andre, Jason, you're awesome too. But
Andre, it doesn't happen
because of Shelby.
Andre, it doesn't happen without you, though. Andre, it doesn't happen without you and the other people in there. We very much appreciate Andre Veras.
Thanks. And Jimmy's correct. Jimmy actually discovered me when
Subway
we worked
on Sunrise and Colbin Sunrise. Wow, I was going to say, man, you're really slumming it in that area. That a tough area in Colbin Sunrise. All those gangsters running around. But yes. You are the man, though, Andre. We very much appreciate it. We will not endorse Andre. Very clear about that. Nice try, Jimmy Lee. Not doing it. Not doing it. Yes. Now, look at this. Dick Wilson. Andre complimenting Mike will not get his endorsement.
Hey, man, I'm doing whatever I can here. So,
all right. Sure. Where can they find you doing your work?
WildcatAuthority.com and the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby.
And you can find me at Iron Mike Luke. Yeah, exactly. All right, Andre, safe travels to you, my friend. I know you're get the Albuquerque turkey when you're in New Mexico. I think there is a Baggins in New Mexico, or I think the first Baggins was in New Mexico.
I'll let you know.
All right, everybody in there. Hopefully, we see you tomorrow. But if not, we will be back. We'll be back with you on Monday. Andre Veras, the great Andre Veras. Sheer. I am merely Mike Luke. Cody James Martin behind the scenes. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Thanks, guys.